community of learners is an environment where both students and teachers actively participate in the exchange of ideas and experiences. This environment fosters mutual respect, empathy, and collective responsibility for learning. In my classroom, I design activities where students build trust. For example, I use peer feedback circles and collaborative projects that require shared decision-making. These structures help students feel valued as contributors, boosting both academic performance and emotional well-being. What the research says, feeling part of a community of learners has shown to foster engagement, belonging, and improve learning outcomes. Weiser and Riggio, 2022. Learner-centered teaching shifts the focus from teacher-led delivery to student-driven discovery. In my practice, I integrate cooperative learning structures so students can verbalize their thinking and learn from peers. Providing voice and choice empowers students to take ownership, whether by selecting project formats or pursuing topics that they care about. Real-world projects like our community garden redesign help students apply concepts in meaningful contexts, making learning more relevant and memorable. What the research says, learner-centered approaches significantly improve motivation and academic engagement. Jam and Nakai, 2014. Encouraging students to take academic risk requires a classroom climate where mistakes are seen as a part of learning. I use growth mindset language to help students view challenges as opportunities. Scaffolding, such as sentence frames, guiding questions, and modeled examples, supports students in attempting more complex work without fear of failure. I highlight effort and improvement in feedback, reinforcing that persistence is valued over perfection. What the research says, adolescents under the intervention condition reported significantly improved growth mindset and resilience. Sun et al., 2024. I plan to move from being the main source of knowledge to a facilitator of learning. Student-led inquiry will become more central, allowing learners to create their own questions, conduct investigations, and share their results. Assessments will value the process, such as collaboration logs, reflection journals, and peer feedback alongside final products. This will better reflect the complex skills needed for lifelong learning. What the research says, assessments for learning emphasizes formative practices that guide instruction and empower students to monitor their own progress. Yan and Careless, 2022. A learner-centered classroom embraces diversity by designing instruction that meets students' varied needs and backgrounds. Differentiation may involve adjusting reading levels, providing visual aids, or allowing more time. Culturally responsive materials affirm students' identities. Offering multiple ways to show learning, like presentations, videos, or artistic projects, ensures all students can showcase their strengths. What the research says, culturally responsive pedagogy enhances engagement and achievement by integrating students' cultural references in all aspects of learning. Baharjee et al., 2025. Professional development should mirror learner-centered classrooms. Collaborative structures let teachers experience activities they might later facilitate for students. Using real classroom examples makes learning relevant, while reflection fosters ownership. When teachers have voice and choice in PD, they are more likely to apply what they've learned. What the research says, practice-based collaborative professional development supports sustained change in instruction. Opfer and Petter, 2020. Sharing strategies with colleagues strengthens a culture of learner-centered teaching. Co-creating goals builds alignment and shared accountability. Showing examples of students' work can spark meaningful conversations about teaching practices. Encouraging teacher inquiry, such as action research, promotes continuous improvement. What the research says, learning communities enhance instructional quality and teacher collaboration. Magna et al., 2023.